Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, at the threshold, let me make our party's position very clear that we are supporting the 122nd Amendment Bill 2014, along with the amendments today have been brought in our house. After the Constitution Bill had been passed in Rajya Sabha 3 days back, our Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee welcomed the Constitutional Amendment Bill. Our party is supporting this Constitutional Amendment and the GST for last 1 decade for the benefits of micro, small and medium enterprises. Sir, these micro, small and medium enterprises are the backbone of the economy in terms of providing employment in our country. Therefore, a single tax imposition through GST will help heavily, and our party supports that stand. Our leader, that is the most popular leader of the Bengal, last election has proved that. The Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, extended hands of cooperation for bringing the present Constitutional Amendment Bill. Let me remind this August House that on 5th May 2015, in support of this Constitution Bill, I took part in the debate on behalf of my party and supported the bill, but made few suggestions and requests. Sir, the proposed constitutional amendment and GST would subsume various central taxes like excise duty, additional excise duty, service tax, countervailing or additional customs duty, special additional duty of customs, etc., various, as well as state-level indirect taxes, that is VAT, sales tax, purchase tax, entertainment tax, luxury tax, octroi, entry tax, etc. Once the bill is passed, there will only be a national-level central GST, state-level GST, and IGST, spanning the entire value chain for all goods and services with some exceptions. Mechanism for resolving may be decided by the GST Council itself. No doubt, sir, it is one of the biggest tax reforms creating national market for goods and services. It has been stalled. This bill, this GST has been stalled for long years because of debate between the two national political parties. One is the Congress and another one is the Bharatiya Janata Party. And country has suffered that. Economic reforms are continuous process and seamless. The Indian economy had felt that it has come of age to try out a unified tax system, internationally known as VAT or GST. Although we are supporting the bill, we are having few points which need clarification from the Honorable Finance Minister. Number one, in the empowered committee meeting, all the states unanimously voiced the problems of dual control under GST by central and state tax authorities on taxpayers in respect of micro, small and medium enterprises and the resultant effect of the hardship on the small taxpayers. Such discussion took place on the empowered committee held on 14 June 2016 at Calcutta in presence of the Honorable Finance Minister. The states unanimously voiced They are concerned that the dual control on these classes of taxpayers will increase their cost of compliance and put them under great hardship. It was pointed out by all the states in presence of the Honorable Finance Minister, as these taxpayers constitute almost more than 70% of the tax base, but have minimal revenue potential. The dual control will make it difficult for the center and states to roll out GST. I give one example. Let's see, one lady is running a beauty parlor. That small enterprises. That beauty parlor will come within the framework which you have brought. That he will come. That parlor will come within the dual control. Therefore, I am making a request to the Honorable Finance Minister to exclude micro, small and medium enterprises outside the purview of the dual control when the GST bill will be brought to Parliament in future. My second point, in the case of IGST, it is expected that state revenue should not be adversely affected. My third point, the issue of GST compensation was discussed in the last two empowered committee meeting held on 14th June and 26 July 2016. The states had unanimously agreed that the compensation should be paid in full for a period of 5 years. This sentiment of the states was shared with the Union Honorable Finance Minister, who was appreciative of the concerns of the states. I must say that. And assured the empowered committee that the centre is committed to give full compensation for a period of 5 years. The proposed amendment, which has brought today in the Lok Sabha, has incorporated the suggestion of the empowered committee, but there is no mention of payment of full compensation. But the Honorable Finance Minister, in the floor of the Rajya Sabha, committed that in respect of full amount of compensation. Sir, I need a clarification through you from the Honorable Finance Minister. What do you want to mean by the full amount of compensation? Kindly clarify that part. That's a very important aspect that we need an answer from you. My next issue, number 4. My next issue is the tax rate under GST. What is often called revenue neutral rate, and is something which the empowered committee has given two principles. One first principle is that the GST tax should not be so high that it would adversely affect the common people through inflationary pressure. Principle number 2 of the empowered committee is that the tax rate should be such that the revenue of the states also not suffer. Both the two principles, and both the two principles should be taken care of by the Honorable Finance Minister, that I expect that. After the amendment is passed, GST Council will be formed, and it should be formed as early as possible. Model GST law be formed and let it be brought within the public domain. Let there be discussion on that public domain. Let it be discussed thoroughly in the empowered committee meetings, GST Council meetings, and the recommendation of the GST Councils and the result of the debate coming from the public, coming from the different legislatures, coming from the parliamentarians, that should be taken care of that. This is a very important part. Sir, let us hope and pray that the GST gets implemented soon in a swift manner. Let the center get the due share of GST and the state its SGST. And the interstate GST, necessary mechanism should be made in the interstate GST to balance the equation between the two and to end the tax competition leading to constant inflation in the country. Let GST brings down prices and push up prosperity and living standards of the people of the India. Sir, sometimes back, the Honorable Prime Minister was here. Now the Prime Minister is not here. I have a request to the Honorable Prime Minister today. For every work is done in the country, the Prime Minister himself claims the credit. While claiming such credit, the Honorable Prime Minister forgets, since states' political executives and the executives work so hard in the country for implementation of legislative scheme and administrative scheme, centers see the face of success. Today at least the Honorable Prime Minister in this August House must say, or request, I will request to say, that because of the chief ministers and the finance ministers of all the states and all political parties, this bill has been brought, and our finance minister is going to be successful claimant of bringing the bill here and be passed.
You are the chairman of the Empowered Committee.
And he is the chairman of the Empowered Committee. And big smile will come.
Yes.
Already it has come. It will come again.
Okay.
Sir, just 1 minute, sir. Sir, I will request the Honorable Prime Minister, see to today and understand what the states are cooperating with you. Because state is cooperating with you, that's the reason the bill is going to be passed today. And therefore, I request to the Honorable Prime Minister, please extend your hand of cooperation to the states on need-based. Whatever the requirement is there, every state has its own problem, own requirements. Do not stick to a point. Be flexible. Said the Honorable Finance Minister, we have extended all cooperation. Now we will watch upon you. How much cooperation you will make to the state of West Bengal to resolving the problem, repeatedly we have said to you, and our Honorable Chief Minister has said to you. And I will request you, the way the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal has extended cooperation, the way the Honorable Finance Minister, Mr. Amit Mitra, has extended cooperation, even responded to your last today's request, I will request to you today, sir, give a special package to the state of West Bengal.
Kalyan Banerjee,